Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Gaming City Podcast, episode 39. I'm here with Nick,
What's up?
HBH,
What's up?
and that boy XI.
What's up, guys?
Today, the main topic for today is not many news today, but the main topic we're going to talk about today, Xbox and Sony.
Dum dum dum.
Yes.
The beef.
The beef going on. There's some events that happen over the week. Right now, Microsoft is trying to acquire Activision Blizzard.
Yes.
It's going through regulatory approval. FTC have to approve it. All this, legal stuff they have to go through. As we know right now, Brazil already agreed to it. Saudi Arabia's regulatory already agreed to it. But right now, the UK Competition and Markets Authority has described that its issues with the Microsoft Activision Blizzard acquisition. It fears that the acquisition could lessen the competition in the gaming console, subscription service, and cloud gaming spaces. Sony has told the UK regulator Call of Duty players are likely to switch to Xbox even if the series stays on PlayStation, partly because of potential exclusive features on Microsoft's console. So these are kind of the Sony requirements to allow this Microsoft acquisition to go through.
Huh?
So Sony requires that no extra content that is not available on PlayStation. So if there's some locked content on Xbox and PlayStation doesn't have it, that's a no-no for Sony.
Yeah.
Another requirement is no hardware enhancements better than PlayStation. This is a major topic a lot of people came back to because we all know, and this is not debating the Xbox versus PlayStation. None of that. We all know that the Xbox Series X stronger console than the PlayStation 5. So for having enhancements locked and not improving that, innovating that to higher standards so that PlayStation and Sony can keep the same bar leveled, that's kind of, well, we'll get to the opinions later. The next requirement, no Xbox Game Pass benefits. Those are Sony's requirements to letting this deal go through. Basically saying, if you do all those things we told you, we'll back off. We'll back off and we'll let you landslide this acquisition.
I guess Sony is paying them apparently $10 billion or like $30 billion. Hopefully, if they're gonna do this. Like, bro. Oh my God, that's the stupidest requirements ever. No better enhancement. Now that's just gatekeeping right there. And PlayStation saying that they exclusive content and all that. They've been having that for the past since 2014 with the PS4. Like, why do they get a say? It's not them buying it. They're the one with trying to buy these other studios, and they have their own little studios. If they would have went for Activision or something, they could have did that. Xbox wouldn't be able to say anything. It's just being Sony, not consumer friendly.
This is absolutely terrible for the whole entire gaming community, dude. I believe the reason why they don't want no exclusive content to stuff like that to actually enhancing the actual system is because this happened to Sony first and Xbox didn't complain about it. Remember when Sony took the kind of the rights to Call of Duty and then they have all the exclusive content, 30-day, that's when Xbox players went to PlayStation that were Call of Duty fans. So honestly, it's happening the same thing around and it's turning around, which is obviously most likely people are gonna join the Xbox because of Call of Duty, and that's facts because we have the better subscription and we have Game Pass. So if you don't have to pay for Call of Duty, you can just pay for the skins in the game, and you still love Call of Duty no matter what. But it's honestly really, it's disgraceful, and honestly, dude, I don't know who is this company anymore because Sony has been off for the couple of months since this agreement started. Honestly, I hope it goes through so I can make sure everybody goes to Xbox. To be honest, I'm going to a point where I'm advertising and say, hey guys, I want to play Xbox. You want to play Call of Duty for free? A Game Pass. You can get there. Just buy an Xbox.
Sony's basically trying to tell Xbox what they're to spend their money on. Basically, if I want this new pair of shoes or something, oh no, don't get it unless you do this, do that, do that. What the hell, bro? Basically, they're trying to tell Xbox how to spend their money.
We all know why Sony's doing this. Is because they get, based on third-party games, Call of Duty is the one that brings them the most money, and we've known that sometimes it even brings more money than their own IPs. What do you think, HBH? Since you're like, I wouldn't call you a Sony fanboy. You're mostly like, you came from the Sony side, basically.
This is a different Sony. I don't know what this Sony's about. The Sony I experienced back in PS4 days, that was like, say, the golden era, because they were bringing back old IPs, remastered or remake, bringing new and old, but like introducing it to a new audience such as myself, like Shadow Colossus, The Last Guardian, like just remastering and remaking these games, and it was innovative. This Sony, on the other hand, I find it baffling. They admit COD, which is understandable, but at the same time, it's like you're saying this other game is making more than your hitters, like your Uncharted, your God of War, Blast. Like it's making much like what's like you have so much in your wallet, you got so much in the back of your hand. You don't want to play them because it's like, oh well, that seems to put a lot of effort and innovation and creativity. Let's just remake a Horizon Zero Dawn that came out like 4 years back, and if you play it now on the PS5, it would still look freaking divine, but for some reason they want to go back to a game that came out like 4 years ago. Like that doesn't make any sense. This Sony, I don't know what this Sony is. It makes me scratch my head. It makes me look at my PS5 and just like, I don't know. I'm just like, dang. I don't know if I should feel proud or kind of disappointed I own this system. Their business moves has been very questionable. This Gordon Ramsay dude, he wants to put his head in the sand and just stick with what they got now. Which yeah, God of War is great. Spider-Man 2 is gonna be great. Wolverine, it's gonna be great. Sure, you can experiment with old IPs and bring them back, and people be like, "Oh, Twisted Metal, what's going on here? What? It's like a death race? Like Sly Cooper? Come on! Like I don't know what this dude's thinking. They're just being very ignorant. It's gonna be funny comparing it to this, but it reminds me of this. It reminds me of a SpongeBob episode when SpongeBob wasn't cooking the patties, and then he's finally cooking the patties. And the customer's like, oh, that's what we've been waiting for. That's what I feel. When they finally give us something that we want, that's when we'll be like, yes.
So this is the thing I kind of question. They basically say they wouldn't allow for Xbox to have content locked for PlayStation users. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right now they're having a content exclusive for COD. They had it for the beta too. I've heard they're having some exclusive content to it. Modern Warfare, the first one, 2019. What was it? Ground War? That was locked? Or what was it?
No, it was Special Ops.
Special Ops. That was locked for a whole year. I mean, no one's gonna play it after that 1 year. Let's just be honest. It's just I don't get it when they say we don't want content locked, yet they're doing it with Xbox. Obviously, the no Game Pass benefits. I don't know what they mean by that. Obviously, they don't want COD on Game Pass. Let's just be honest. That would drive people to Xbox. I gotta admit. If you're telling me, if I don't have a console, either console, and if someone tells me, oh, you can get a PlayStation, buy it for like $70, or you can just get Game Pass, buy an Xbox, buy it for $15, and you're good. That's no brainer right there which one you're gonna get. And plus, not only are you getting Call of Duty by those $15 you spend, you're also getting a whole catalog of games.
Yes.
From Bethesda, day one. We know Starfield's coming out day one. We know Hellblade 2 is coming out. We know Fable coming out. All these future games that are IPs, first party IPs from Xbox, are all coming day one. Yes, PlayStation does have a better first party IP list, but at the end of the day, I don't want to point fingers, but like even I asked some Sony guys if they were gonna buy Miles Morales back in 2020, and they said they were gonna think about it because they're not willing to spend $70. People always think of the IPs. Yes, the IPs are what makes the console, but at the end of the day, once that price tag hits, are you really committed to purchase it?
Especially if they had like something like Game Pass. Well, basically they kind of do, but it's not exactly like Game Pass. But if they were to put their first party games on their other alternative Game Pass, the PS Now or something, what is it called? PS
Premium.
Yeah, Premium.
PS Premium, yeah. If they were to do that, then yeah, they'll be able to make money. Xbox probably agree to putting it on there like PlayStation Premium if they wanted to do that, but I'm pretty sure PlayStation themselves greedy don't want to do that. They want you to pay that $70 price tag at the end of the day.
The UK and Sony's regulatory are kind of siding with each other against Microsoft. They're kind of like saying, we kind of agree with Sony, rather than the Brazil regulatory where Brazil was just like,
Brazil.
I mean, you're coming. They clearly said protecting consumers. We're not interested in your competition, and that's what, at the end of the day, that's what regulatories. That's why they're there, to protect the consumer. Let's see how this turns out. The Microsoft CEO is still confident this deal's gonna go through, so we'll see. On the next news, we know that Call of Duty talking about Call of Duty, all this Call of Duty talk. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is actually coming out this month. In a couple of weeks, actually. We know that the campaign, if you pre-order the game, you're gonna get the campaign early.
Damn.
And they announced today that if you finish the campaign, you get content. You unlock content for just finishing the campaign, multiplayer content. So
Wow. Okay.
play the campaign. Activision has clarified that Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2's SMS requirement is not the same of Overwatch. Activision is going to implement that same SMS requirement, but the good news, at least for us, since we play on console, it's not required for console users, only for PC users. You're going to have to enter a phone number.
Alright.
Makes sense. You can make multiple accounts on PC compared to
Yes.
console's easier to track than PC.
Yeah,
I'd say.
kind of amazing, honestly.
We can't really argue that most of the cheating comes from PC, so that is the reason why they're doing it.
Sad. That's sad and true. PC people, I don't know why they have to cheat on games. Like, bro, come on, just get good. That's it. You don't need to wall hack or anything like that.
Get
Like,
good, kid.
Get good. Yeah, exactly. Get good.
Bro, they were cheating in the beta. I was like, God damn. It's the beta. There is some good news, at least for me. I love this is happening, but Gaming Insider Tom Henderson reported today that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 will have paid campaign DLC in 2023.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which is something they've never done. Correct me if I'm wrong. Have they ever had campaign DLC?
No, never.
So that's pretty exciting news for me because I love playing Call of Duty's campaigns. Let's go into the rapid fire. Coming from comicbook.com, Amazon's Invincible video games are officially in development.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
The dog's happy too.
My goodness Christ.
Hopefully it's like a Mortal Kombat type game or Injustice type game. That'll be like
Most likely not, dude. It's probably gonna be like a campaign. I guarantee it's kind of like a campaign.
There's so much in the comics that I don't think the show will be able to cover that I feel like a game
I don't
would.
even think that. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Or maybe, I don't know.
We still haven't got the second season yet. They are working on it. I don't know if it's gonna be based off just the season or the actual entire comic. So
Maybe they would just do like any other anime. I know this is not an anime. Would you consider an anime?
no.
Well, it has like
basically how the anime games go is it's just you just replay what you saw.
oh god no.
So hopefully it's not like that, and
I hope not either.
I wouldn't consider it an anime because it's basically comic related, like DC.
Yeah.
It'd be like Suicide Squad or something, you know? The new Suicide Squad coming out. Or like Arkham Knight or something. That'd be pretty cool.
Dude, no one wants those games.
I could see it being like
the Marvel game, though.
Hey, Nick, did you?
How's that Spider-Man?
How's that Gotham Knights, Nick?
Technically.
Exactly. I knew you didn't get it. I knew you did not get it. No, you can't be saying stuff if you can't get your own content. Sorry.
It hasn't even came out yet, buddy.
No, you should be one of those people that first reaction to it.
I could see them doing something like Batman Arkham Knight, where you got the main story, and then I guess you got the side quests, but like it's like the main side arcs from the comics. There's so much that goes down in that thing. I guess we'll have to see. Hopefully, they can include the juicy arcs.
on to the next rapid fire. Do y'all like Crash Bandicoot? Toys for Bob, which is the studio that works on Crash Bandicoot, is teasing a new game that will be announced at the Game Awards.
Oh.
Another car racing game?
So we'll see at the Game Awards what that is. On to the next rapid fire. Silent Hill movie director claims multiple games are in the works. He said there are several games in development as we speak. There are several teams on it. That kind of the director leaked it himself that there's game. I mean, we kind of already knew, but he basically just, I guess, confirmed it. There's a bunch of games for Silent Hill in development. Now, is it PT? No.
Oh. Nah.
No, it's not. Sadly.
It needs to be. It needs to be PT.
It's sad that it's not going to be PT, but at least we're getting
How would you know?
For Silent Hill. I mean,
I don't know. They might rework on it. as a surprise for the whole fans that really want it.
If Konami can make amends with Kojima, I'm all for it if they work on it and then work on a new game. But on to the next news. Microsoft generated 2.9 billion from Xbox Game Pass last year.
Hey.
Yes. That's a lot.
From who again?
That's a lot of money.
From who again? From who? No, I want to hear it from David. From who again, David?
Microsoft.
Say it one more time.
Microsoft.
Yes.
But on to the next news, which is good news. Some good news from Sony is that US PlayStation shipments were reportedly up by 400% last month. PS5 supply appears to be increasing as Christmas approaches. So they're starting to. I've seen videos from people from stores, from Walmart, Target. They've actually seen for the first time PlayStations in store now. It's good to see that PlayStations are stocking up on stores now and not being hijacked. And they'll have, and it says right here, they'll have 30 million by next year. So more are coming.
Thank God.
The Pro comes out.
The Pro coming. On to the next news. Facebook Meta has acquired the studios behind Iron Man VR and Resident Evil 4 VR. They're really pushing for games, Meta, and we know Meta has the money to acquire studios. Some more Meta news is that Xbox Cloud Gaming is coming to the Meta Quest. So now you can play cloud games on your Oculus.
Damn.
That's pretty cool. Now, how about that $1,000 Meta Quest?
That's the Pro. That's the one that costs 1,000. I would say 500 around there. 1,500.
Why so much? It looks the same.
You have legs now. I don't know.
No, you got legs.
On to the next news. Take-Two CEO says Microsoft acquiring Activision would be a good thing for the industry. He said if this makes their business more powerful, that's good for us. So I don't know how that would make him. I don't know.
Wait. Take-Two said that?
Yeah, Take-Two said that. I don't know how that makes their business better, to be honest. But I mean, he said it.
Come with us, Take-Two. Come with us. I know you were rumored with Xbox before. Come on. Just come on.
I wonder how though.
Yeah, that's why I'm so confused. Like, wow, how is that better for you?
Smart.
I guess because it's locked. Some games might be locked, exclusive to Xbox only. So that kind of opens the market for other studios to put it multi-platform. But on to the next news. Some Overwatch 2 news. Blizzard came out with an apology basically saying, we know that the launch wasn't perfect. We know people are frustrated. We know that things are still ongoing. So we want to make it up to the fans. So basically, every Overwatch player that has an account registered, they will get a health pack, weapon charm, a cursed Captain Reaper skin, a legendary skin, and 2 match XP weekends. You will get all those 3 things for free.
How about y'all give me $20 worth of points so I can buy skins for the Overwatch that y'all killed?
I'll listen. I would like that WXP weekend whenever they actually fully fix their game, you know, like fixing the heroes and everything. Diva's broken, almost all the heroes are broken. They took Bastion out. You can't play Torben rank. Like, Jesus, majority of their heroes are broken. Freaking Zenyatta's animation's slow. Animation's slow. It's horrible. I've been looking at the video comparison and everything. I've been seeing Zenyatta's movement compared to Overwatch 1. Like, when he punches, his ball just goes slowly. Like, it's... Overwatch right now is in a bad state.
That's why they apologize. That's why they apologize.
They can apologize by giving us the battle pass for free. There you go.
Well, on to the next news. Y'all remember Multiverses? I remember it.
No, I don't remember that game.
They're having a Halloween event.
I've seen the skins.
And
I've seen the skins. Yes.
And non-players must play 780 plus games in 30 days to unlock everything. So if you don't track with the game, if you don't keep playing it every day, you're gonna have to play that much because you're not gonna unlock anything. Players who buy a premium skin will still need to play over 390 games. Like, you kind of basically turned off a lot of people. I mean, Call of Duty's coming out, A Plague Tale Requiem, Scorn's coming out. All these games are coming out, and you doing this to your fan base. It's just like you're basically telling your fan base to play other games. So,
You're shooting yourself in the foot with this one.
but for the last rapid fire. Kind of an update, to be honest, from last week. Last week I said Sledgehammer Games from Activision was working on Advanced Warfare 2. It is reported that there is indeed no Advanced Warfare 2 currently in development at Sledgehammer Games, despite the rumors. So Sledgehammer is developing another game other than Advanced Warfare 2.
They have 2 hours to say whatever games they have. I mean, 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
2 hours.
2 hours. 2 years.
But that's about it, guys. Anything you guys want to add?
To anybody that's gonna watch future films, do not go on the internet. There's a lot of spoilers out there. I'm not gonna say for which movies because it's not Movie City News. Oh, and fuck Sony.
Oh my god.
Alright, guys, have a good one.
Alright, guys, we'll see you on the
Peace.
next one. Peace.
Alright.